I think that it's very important to sit back and allow others to speak and know and have discernment on when to speak up and when to sit back and just allow others to have their opinions. Because just because you have an opinion and someone has a different opinion doesn't mean that either one of y'all are wrong. Just because you have an opinion that you deem as facts doesn't mean that it's an actual fact. So I think it's important when you're sitting with someone and having a conversation with them, if it's not worth you getting in an argument, or if it's not worth it being a big deal, then allow them to have that. And just understand that what you believe can still hold truth within yourself when somebody else believes something else. So if you understand that this person is not going to understand you and is dedicated to misunderstanding your truth, it's important that you understand that when it comes to communication or when it comes to speaking, it's energy. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important to understand that speaking is energy, and you have to have discernment and understanding on when to speak and when to allow things to flow and when to allow someone else to have that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important to understand when it's time to exude that energy. Energy is a very important thing to have protection over. You know what I'm saying? It's important to have and understand your energy and understand who deserves it and who doesn't deserve it. I think it's important to understand that, you know, if someone thinks a completely different way than you think, that is completely okay. If somebody doesn't understand who you are or your truth, that is completely okay. It's no point in you arguing on your truth. It's no point in, the only time that a person would feel like they should argue is when you got to understand, like, the moment you think that you have to step out of your character to prove your truth to someone that is determined and that is incapable of even understanding your truth, is the moment that you don't even believe your own truth. Because at the end of the day, if you believed it so deeply, you wouldn't have to force it down someone else's throat. You know what I'm saying? If you believe your truth is your truth, you don't have to make somebody believe what you believe. You just understand and have that confidence and that power within yourself that you are who you are, or what you believe is right for you. Because at the end of the day, also, what works for you or what's right for you won't necessarily work or be right for someone else. So I think it's very important to understand to be who you are at your core and love who you are at your core, and understand that, and understand to stay true to yourself, and understand that just by you being you will show others that you have something to offer. And if they're willing to see what you have to offer and they're willing to ask you, hey, like, how do you do this? How do you think like this? How do you feel like this? How do you move like this? Then they will come and ask you. Or just by you being you will set the example for them to see that maybe this is the way I should go down, or maybe I should understand how this person is moving this way. So you don't have to force someone to think like you or be like you. If you're shining bright enough, you'll have those people follow you anyways, or want to understand you anyways. So I think it's important to understand to stay true to yourself and never feel like you have to force who you are down someone's throat. Allow them to be them, and allow yourself to shine your light and stand in your truth.